You, the chosen one, stand at the edge of something beyond comprehension. This is no ordinary moment in time, no simple shift in energy. What is happening within you is a celestial activation, a sacred unveiling of power that has been waiting for this exact moment to emerge. This month, the divine forces have decreed that your energy shall not merely increase, it shall quadruple, surging through every fiber of your being, expanding your presence, your influence, and your destiny. This is not a random event. This is not a coincidence. It is the result of divine alignment, a calling that has been whispered into the fabric of your existence since the moment you were chosen. Every step you have taken, every hardship you have overcome, every doubt you have silenced has led to this. The power that now rises within you is not new. It has always been there, waiting beneath the surface, waiting for the right moment to be released in its fullest form. And now, that moment has arrived. This awakening is different. It is not gradual, it is not subtle. It is a force so powerful that you can feel it in your bones, in your breath, in the very air around you. You are changing at an accelerated pace, evolving into a version of yourself that is stronger, sharper, more attuned to the divine will that governs the universe. Your body tingles with energy. Your mind is clearer than ever before. The world around you looks different, as if you are seeing through new eyes, with a vision unclouded by past illusions. But power without awareness is dangerous. And so, as this energy rises, you must take a moment to acknowledge it, to understand it, to prepare for what is to come. This is not the time to question whether you are ready. You are ready. The divine does not bestow power upon those who are unworthy, nor does it send energy where it will be wasted. You were chosen for a reason. You were prepared for this exact moment. And now, it is time to step fully into it. You will notice the shifts immediately. People will react to you differently. Some will be drawn to you, unable to explain why they feel so connected to your presence, why they are captivated by your energy. Others will be unsettled, intimidated by a force they cannot control or understand. This is the nature of transformation. Not everyone will be able to walk with you as you ascend to new heights. Some will try to hold on, to keep you anchored to the past. Others will recognize that they no longer belong in your presence and will remove themselves. Let them go. This is a season of powerful, undeniable ascension. You are being elevated beyond the limitations that once held you back, beyond the doubts that once whispered in your mind. You are becoming something greater, something extraordinary, something that only those who are truly chosen can ever comprehend. The question is no longer if you will rise, but how high you will allow yourself to go. Take a deep breath. Feel the surge of energy coursing through you. This is your moment. This is your time. You are no longer just moving through the world. You are shaping it with your presence. As your energy quadruples, as your power expands in ways you never imagined possible, you must prepare yourself for what is to come. This surge is not just about feeling more alive, more vibrant, more magnetic. It is about responsibility, about stepping into a role that is bigger than you, about carrying a power that is not just for your benefit, but for the fulfillment of a divine plan. You, the chosen one, must recognize that this moment of transformation is not random. It is intentional, it is sacred, it is happening because you are being prepared for something greater, something that will require every ounce of energy, wisdom, and focus you possess. You must not waste this gift. You must not take this lightly. This is your moment of elevation, and how you handle it will determine the path ahead. Your energy is now a force that cannot be ignored. You will find that your thoughts manifest faster, that your words carry more weight, that your actions have a ripple effect far beyond what they once did. This is because you have stepped into a higher plane of existence, where intention and reality merge with unprecedented speed. You must be mindful of what you create, because every thought, every decision, every interaction is now magnified. This is also the time to cleanse yourself of anything that does not align with your highest self. Old fears, past wounds, lingering doubts, these things have no place in the space you are entering. You cannot carry the weight of the past into this new dimension of power. You must let go of anything that hinders you, anything that keeps you tethered to the lower version of yourself that you have now outgrown. People will feel this shift. Some will be inspired by it, drawn to your light, eager to learn from your transformation. Others will resist it, struggling to accept that you are no longer who you once were. Some will try to pull you back, not out of malice, but because your evolution makes them uncomfortable. But you must stand firm. This is your path, and it is not meant for everyone to understand. You will also begin to see opportunities that were once hidden from you. Doors that seemed closed will suddenly open. Connections that once felt distant will now come effortlessly. The universe is aligning in your favor because you are finally moving at the frequency of your highest self. But do not be careless with these opportunities. Do not squander the blessings that are now flowing toward you. Everything that comes into your life from this moment forward is a direct result of how well you harness this energy. Discipline is now your greatest ally. You cannot allow yourself to be reckless, to be distracted, to waste the power that has been placed within you. You must move with intention, with clarity, with a deep understanding that you are now operating at a level where everything matters. Every choice, every movement, every word must be aligned with the highest version of yourself. You, the chosen one, have been prepared for this. You have been molded by the trials of your past, sharpened by the lessons you have learned, refined by the experiences that have tested your strength. Now, all that remains is for you to step fully into this power, to embrace it without hesitation, to allow it to shape you into the being you were always meant to be. This is not the time to hold back. This is not the time to question whether you are ready. The divine would not have quadrupled your energy if you were not meant to use it. Walk boldly, move with confidence. Trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Your destiny is calling. The path is clear. All that is left now is for you to walk it without fear, without doubt, without looking back. Because from this moment forward, you are not just stepping into power. You are power. You, the chosen one, are now carrying a force that very few will ever experience. This is not an ordinary surge of energy. This is something sacred, something that has been quadrupled within you for a reason beyond your immediate understanding. It is not meant to be scattered, wasted, or used recklessly. It is meant to be mastered. Mastery of power is the defining difference between those who rise and those who fall. Many have been given strength, but few have known how to wield it. This is why you must be different. This is why you must step into this energy with the wisdom of one who understands that true power is not in possession, but in control. The divine does not elevate those who are careless. This gift was not placed in your hands so that you might be reckless with it. It was placed within you because you have proven that you are ready to handle it with discipline, intelligence, and awareness. You must first recognize that this energy does not operate like it once did. Before, when your power was lower, you could afford distractions, meaningless interactions, wasted time. But now, every bit of energy you give must be intentional. What you invest in will multiply at an accelerated rate, whether it is good or bad. If you pour this power into growth, success, and elevation, you will experience rapid transformation. But if you allow it to be drained by those who do not deserve it, by situations that do not serve you, by habits that keep you stagnant, you will feel the depletion faster than ever before. This is where discipline becomes your greatest asset. You must establish boundaries, not just with others, but with yourself. Every decision you make from this point forward must be in alignment with your highest potential. There is no room for reckless indulgence, no space for meaningless entanglements. Every time you release this energy into the world, ask yourself, is this feeding my purpose? Is this bringing me closer to the version of myself that I am becoming? Or is this wasting something that has been given to me as a divine tool? People will notice this shift. They will sense the difference in your aura, in the way you move, in the way your very presence commands attention. Some will admire it, some will desire it, others will feel threatened by it. This is the nature of power. It reveals the truth in those around you. Those who are meant to walk beside you will rise to match your energy, but those who are not aligned will either try to drain you or remove themselves. Let them. Do not chase. Do not explain. Do not lower yourself to accommodate anyone who is not willing to rise with you. Mastery is about more than just control. It is about refinement. You must learn how to direct this energy with precision, to harness it for creation rather than destruction. This power is not meant to be scattered in all directions. It is meant to be focused, used with intent, aimed toward something greater. Think of yourself as a vessel, a conduit for something divine. The more you refine your thoughts, your actions, your focus, the more powerful this energy becomes. The path of mastery is not easy. It requires discipline where others are reckless, patience where others are impulsive, wisdom where others are careless. But this is what separates the truly powerful from those who simply possess power but never learn to use it. You, the chosen one, have been given something rare. Now, you must prove that you are worthy of keeping it. You, the chosen one, have reached a level of energy that requires more than just discipline. It requires ethical stewardship. This is not a power meant for personal gain alone. It is not something to be wielded carelessly, used for shallow gratification, or scattered without intention. This energy is sacred, and it is your responsibility to protect it, to use it wisely, to ensure that it serves the highest purpose possible. The world is full of those who have misused their gifts, who have allowed their energy to be spent on things that do not matter, who have let their strength be diluted by distractions. They did not recognize what they had, and as a result, their power faded. You cannot allow this to happen to you. You must guard what has been given to you as though it were the most precious treasure in the universe, because it is. This means being selective with who you allow into your space. Not everyone deserves access to you. Not everyone should be able to reach you. Your energy is now at a level where it draws people in, but not all who are drawn to you are meant to stay. Some will come seeking to take rather than to build. Some will be attracted to your light, but will not respect it. Some will want to be near you, not because they have anything to offer, but because they hope to absorb what you have without doing the work themselves. You must be vigilant. You must watch for those who only seek to drain, who come disguised as supporters but are merely energy leeches. These people will try to pull you into situations that do not serve you, will attempt to stir unnecessary chaos in your life, will test your boundaries to see if they can break through. You must not allow it. Ethical stewardship also means being mindful of how you use your power. The world is full of temptations, and when you operate at a level of high energy, those temptations will increase exponentially. Opportunities will arise that seem appealing, but not all that glitters is gold. You must distinguish between what serves your highest good and what is merely a distraction meant to lead you astray. You must ensure that your power is never wasted on things that do not align with your greater purpose. This also extends to the words you speak, the thoughts you entertain, the actions you take. Now that your energy has quadrupled, everything you do carries more weight. Your words will have a stronger effect on those who hear them. Your thoughts will manifest faster than ever before. Your actions will ripple outward in ways you may not even realize. You must ensure that what you put into the world is in alignment with your highest self. Stewardship is about responsibility. It is about understanding that what you have been given is not just for you. It is for something greater. It is about moving with wisdom, ensuring that your presence uplifts rather than diminishes, that your energy builds rather than destroys, that your power serves a purpose beyond fleeting pleasures. You must remind yourself daily that you were chosen for a reason. This energy was given to you because you are meant to do something with it. You are meant to create, to inspire, to transform not just your own life, but the lives of those around you. But only if you use it wisely. Protect what has been given to you. Guard it with everything you have. Use it with intention. Move with purpose. Let your energy be a force of creation, not destruction. And most of all, never forget who you are and why you have been chosen. The world is watching. The divine is watching. The next phase of your journey is unfolding, and how you handle this power will determine what comes next. You, the chosen one, have been given a gift that few will ever experience. The energy surging through you has been quadrupled, expanding beyond anything you once thought possible. This is not just a physical shift. It is a transformation of the soul, a reconfiguration of your very essence. It is as though the universe has unlocked something within you, something that was always there, waiting for the right moment to be fully revealed. And now that it has, you must align it with your purpose. Power without purpose is like fire without direction. It can either illuminate or destroy. You must decide which path you will take. Will you use this newfound force to elevate yourself, to build something meaningful, to create, to inspire, to lead? Or will you allow it to be wasted, scattered in 1,000 directions, spent on things that do not serve the highest version of yourself? This is the question you must answer, and how you answer it will determine everything that follows. You may have already noticed that certain things no longer resonate with you. Conversations that once entertained you now feel empty. Habits that once seemed harmless now feel like distractions. People who once seemed like an integral part of your life now feel distant, misaligned, out of sync with the person you are becoming. This is because your frequency has shifted. Your energy has risen to a new level, and not everything from your past can rise with you. This is a natural part of transformation. Do not resist it. Do not mourn what is falling away. Everything that no longer fits is making space for something greater. Your purpose is calling you louder than ever before. The signs are all around you, in the way your intuition has sharpened, in the way opportunities seem to appear exactly when you need them, in the way you feel an unshakable knowing that you are meant for more. This is not an accident. It is alignment. It is destiny unfolding before your eyes. It is the divine clearing the way for you to step fully into your power. But purpose requires clarity. It requires discipline. It requires a level of focus that few are willing to cultivate. You cannot afford to be careless with your time, with your energy, with your mind. Every thought you entertain, every action you take, every relationship you nurture must be in alignment with the vision that is unfolding for you. There is no room for hesitation, no space for doubt, no tolerance for anything that does not serve the mission. This is your season of acceleration. The divine has given you this energy because you are meant to do something with it. This is not the time to play small, to shrink yourself for the comfort of others, to wait for permission to step into your greatness. You have already been chosen. The only thing left to do is move with unwavering conviction, trusting that everything you need will align as you walk forward. You, the chosen one, are no longer just a person walking through the world. You are a force, an energy, a presence that cannot be ignored. Your power is not just something you feel internally. It is something that radiates outward, something that shifts the very fabric of reality around you. Everywhere you go, people sense something different about you. They may not be able to explain it, but they feel it. This is the power of your presence. It is not about what you say, but about who you are. It is the way you move, the way you carry yourself, the way you exist with an undeniable confidence that comes from knowing exactly who you are and what you were placed on this earth to do. This energy is now so potent that it speaks before you do. It announces you before you enter a room. It leaves an imprint long after you have left. But with this influence comes responsibility. You must be mindful of what you project into the world. People are watching you, whether you realize it or not. Some are inspired by you, drawn to your energy, hoping to learn from you, to elevate themselves because they see in you a reflection of what is possible. Others will feel threatened, unsure of how to navigate the intensity of your presence, reacting with resistance or even resentment. And then there are those who will try to take from you, hoping to feed off your energy without offering anything in return. You must learn to discern the difference. Not everyone who admires you is meant to be close to you. Not everyone who seeks your attention deserves your time. Not everyone who praises you is truly in your corner. This is where wisdom becomes your greatest ally. Pay attention to how people respond to your presence. Not just their words, but their energy, their actions, their intentions. The right people will uplift, amplify, and align with your frequency. The wrong people will drain, distract, and attempt to pull you backward. You must also recognize that your influence extends beyond what you can see. You are impacting lives simply by existing in your truth. There are people you will never meet who will be changed by something you have said, something you have done, something you have embodied. This is the power of alignment. When you move in accordance with your highest self, You become a living example of what is possible, a silent invitation for others to step into their own greatness. But you must remain grounded. Influence can be a dangerous thing for those who do not understand how to wield it. There are those who allow power to corrupt them, who begin to believe that their influence makes them untouchable, who use their energy carelessly without consideration for the consequences. You must not fall into this trap. You must remain rooted in integrity, in humility, in the knowing that your power is not just for you, but for something greater. This is why you must protect your energy as fiercely as you protect your vision. Do not allow yourself to be pulled into meaningless conflicts, into distractions disguised as opportunities, into relationships that do not serve your evolution. Your power is too valuable. Your purpose is too important. Your time is too sacred. You have now stepped into a level where your presence alone shifts realities. You do not need to prove yourself. You do not need to seek approval. You do not need to convince anyone of your worth. The energy within you speaks for itself. Walk with the confidence of someone who knows that they are divinely guided, protected, and supported. Walk with the certainty of someone who is no longer chasing, but attracting. Walk with the awareness that everything you need is already aligning in your favor. The world around you is adjusting to match your frequency. The opportunities that are meant for you are making their way toward you. The people who belong in your life are being drawn to your light. There is no need to force anything. There is no need to rush. You are exactly where you are meant to be, and your energy is carrying you toward everything that is destined for you. Move with purpose. Move with confidence. Move knowing that from this moment forward, you are no longer just a presence in the world. You are a force that shapes it. You, the chosen one, are no longer simply existing in the world. You are now shaping it with your very presence. This is not something you asked for. This is something that has been given to you. Something that is now an undeniable part of your existence. Your energy is no longer contained within you. It moves beyond you, filling spaces before you even enter them, shifting the atmosphere with an unseen force that others feel, even if they do not understand it. This is the effect of your power quadrupling. It is no longer something that only you are aware of. The world around you has taken notice. People sense something different when you walk by. They cannot explain it, but they feel it, a weight, a force, a presence that is undeniable. Some will be drawn to it, compelled to be near you, hoping to understand what makes you different. Others will be intimidated, unsure of how to interact with someone whose very essence feels stronger than anything they have encountered before. You do not need to explain yourself. You do not need to apologize for the intensity of your presence. You are not here to shrink so that others can feel comfortable. You are here to stand firm, to be exactly who you are meant to be, to own the power that has been placed within you. This is not arrogance. This is not pride. This is the natural result of divine elevation. You did not force this transformation. It was gifted to you. The divine has increased your energy, expanded your influence, magnified your power. To deny it would be to deny the very purpose for which you were chosen. The energy you carry now is magnetic. People are drawn to you, but not all of them will have good intentions. Some will seek your presence for the right reasons, hoping to grow, to learn, to align with the higher frequency you now embody. But others will come with selfish desires, wanting to take from you, to drain you, to use your energy for their own benefit without offering anything in return. This is the burden of carrying power. It attracts light, but it also draws shadows. You must be careful with your energy. You must guard it, protect it, ensure that it is not wasted on those who do not respect it. Not everyone deserves access to you. Not everyone is meant to stand in your light. The stronger your presence becomes, the more selective you must be about who you allow into your space. You are no longer someone who can afford to be careless with your time, your attention, your focus. Every interaction now carries weight. Every exchange of energy has an impact. There will be those who try to test you, to see if they can shake you, to see if they can provoke a reaction. Do not give them what they seek. Your power does not come from proving yourself to others. It comes from knowing exactly who you are, from moving with certainty, from standing so firmly in your truth that nothing outside of you can disrupt your inner peace. The world will adjust to the strength of your presence, or it will remove itself from your path. Either way, you must continue forward without hesitation. The only thing that matters now is that you remain aligned with your purpose. Your presence is a gift, a tool, a force that has been given to you for a reason. Do not waste it. Do not diminish it. Do not question whether you deserve it. You were chosen for this. You were prepared for this. And now you must walk in it with confidence, with clarity, with the unwavering knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be. You, the chosen one, are no longer the same person you once were. Your energy has multiplied, your power has expanded, and with that expansion comes a new responsibility, the responsibility to protect what has been given to you. This is not a time to be reckless with your energy. This is not a time to entertain meaningless relationships, superficial connections, or interactions that do not align with your highest self. You are vibrating at a higher frequency now, and not everyone will be able to match it. This is not something to grieve. It is something to accept. Some people were only meant to be part of the earlier chapters of your journey. They do not belong in this new reality that you are stepping into. You must pay attention to the energy of those around you. Words mean nothing if the energy does not match. People will say they support you, but their energy will tell you the truth. Some will claim to admire you, but deep down, they will resent what you have become. Others will pretend to celebrate your growth, but in their hearts, they will wish for your downfall. This is the nature of elevation. It reveals who truly belongs in your circle, and who was only there for the version of you that no longer exists. Do not be afraid to let go. Do not feel guilty for choosing yourself, for prioritizing your peace, for setting boundaries that protect the energy you have worked so hard to cultivate. The divine did not increase your power so that you could waste it on people who do not appreciate it. You are meant to pour into those who pour back into you, to align with those who match your frequency, to build relationships that elevate rather than drain. There will be those who try to hold on to you, who refuse to accept that you have changed, who demand the old version of you that they were comfortable with. You cannot give them what they want. You cannot shrink yourself to fit into spaces that no longer serve you. Growth requires separation. Evolution demands sacrifice. The higher you rise, the more you will see that not everyone can breathe at the same altitude. This is not about cutting people off for the sake of it. This is about recognizing who is truly meant to be part of your journey and who is not. Some will rise with you, adjusting to your new frequency, evolving alongside you. These are the ones who deserve access to you. These are the ones who value your energy, who reciprocate the effort, who understand what it means to walk beside someone who has been chosen for something greater. And then there are those who will try to resist your growth, who will attempt to pull you back into old habits, old mindsets, old versions of yourself. These are the ones you must release, not with anger, not with bitterness, but with the understanding that their path is not your path. Let them go in peace, knowing that their journey is their own, just as yours is your own. You must also be aware of the new people who will enter your life. When your energy expands, it attracts. Some will come with pure intentions, drawn to your light, eager to walk this path with you. Others will come with hidden motives, seeking to take from you without giving anything in return. Watch their actions, not just their words. Pay attention to how they move when no one is watching. Energy does not lie. Trust what you feel. This is your time to be selective. Your energy is too valuable to be given away freely. Choose wisely who you allow into your space, or who you share your time with, who you invest in. You do not need to entertain every invitation, respond to every message, or say yes to every request. Protect your peace, guard your spirit, and move with the knowledge that you are no longer accessible in the way you once were. You, the chosen one, are now in a season where your energy is a privilege to those who receive it. Treat it as such. Only those who respect, reciprocate, and align with your frequency deserve a place in your life. And as you continue to walk this path, remember that your greatest power is not just in what you give, but in what you choose to withhold. You, the chosen one, are walking in a space that few will ever reach. The energy within you has multiplied, quadrupling in strength, expanding beyond the limits you once believed defined you. But with this expansion comes a test, a challenge that will determine whether you truly understand the weight of what you now carry. Power does not come without resistance. Growth does not come without trials. You are stepping into a reality where every movement you make is magnified, where every decision holds greater consequences. Challenges will arise, not because you are failing, but because you are succeeding. The universe does not waste time testing those who are not destined for greatness. It refines those who are meant to lead, those who are meant to rise, those who have been chosen to carry something beyond themselves. Every great force is met with opposition. The stronger you become, the more the world around you will react. Some will celebrate you, some will fear you.